On a warm afternoon in June of 1947, a private pilot sliced across the sky in a small single-engine plane, expecting nothing more than a peaceful flight over the snow-capped peaks of Washington state. But what he saw that day, 9 shimmering objects skipping across the sky like saucers on water, would ignite a global phenomenon that still burns today. This is the story of the Kenneth Arnold Sighting, the incident that launched the modern UFO era. Kenneth Arnold wasn't a fringe thinker or a dreamer. He was a respected businessman, a seasoned pilot, and the kind of person you'd expect to understate the extraordinary, if anything, not exaggerate it. Born in 1915 in Minnesota, Arnold built his reputation as a skilled aviator flying search and rescue missions and demonstrating aircraft safety equipment. By 1947, he had logged over 4,000 hours of flight time, more than enough to distinguish Venus from an aircraft, and an aircraft from something else. On June 24th, Arnold took off from Chehalis, Washington, heading east toward Yakima. His mission was to search for a downed Marine Corps C-46 transport plane reportedly lost in the area. As Arnold approached the towering magnitude of Mount Rainier, the sky was crystal clear, perfect visibility. Around 3 p.m., a bright flash caught his eye. Thinking it was sunlight off another plane, he scanned the skies. But what he found wasn't a plane, nor anything he recognized. Arnold saw 9 objects, thin, metallic, disc-like shapes, moving at incredible speed. They flew in a loose, diagonal formation, weaving between peaks as if following the contour of the terrain. He described them as shiny like polished metal, flat and disc-shaped, skipping or dipping in motion, like saucers skipping across water, moving in a chain that stretched out over 5 miles. Arnold estimated their speed at over 1,700 mph, faster than any known aircraft at the time. This was months before the first supersonic flight was publicly acknowledged, meaning Arnold reported speeds no one should have been capable of. When Arnold landed, newspapers pounced on his description of the objects moving like saucers skipping across water. Journalists misinterpreted his metaphor as a description of shape. Within 24 hours, a new phrase had taken over the global media: flying saucers. It was the birth of a pop cultural phenomenon, one that would define UFO sightings for decades. Arnold's sighting hit the nation like a shockwave. Within days, thousands of Americans claimed to see similar objects. Newsreels broadcast dramatizations. Military intelligence officers interviewed Arnold extensively. The press turned him into an overnight celebrity. The U.S. government launched investigations that would later evolve into Project Sign, Project Grudge, and eventually Project Blue Book. Arnold insisted he was not seeking fame. In fact, he grew frustrated as skeptics tried to paint him as gullible or mistaken, but he never wavered in his account. Over the decades, skeptics and believers have wrestled with explanations. Common skeptical theories include misidentified military aircraft, mountaintop mirages or reflections, flock of birds, high-altitude balloons. But none of these adequately match Arnold's detailed description, the object's formation flying, or the extreme speed he estimated. Believer theories include advanced experimental aircraft, extraterrestrial reconnaissance, interdimensional craft, a phenomenon not yet understood by science. What makes this case uniquely fascinating is Arnold himself, his experience, credibility, and consistency. Kenneth Arnold went on to investigate other UFO sightings, write books, and participate in public discussions on aerial anomalies. He maintained a grounded, rational stance throughout his life, never claiming aliens, but insisting that what he saw was real, solid, and unexplained. He once said, "I have never said they were from anywhere else. but they were certainly not like anything I'd ever seen. He died in 1984, never retracting a single detail. The Kenneth Arnold sighting didn't just become famous. It changed the world of aviation and UFO research forever. It was the event that triggered the UFO craze of the late 1940s, influenced Cold War military surveillance, inspired thousands of sightings, coined the term flying saucer, sparked the government's first official UFO investigations. No matter what these objects were, the ripple effect is undeniable. More than 75 years later, the skies remain as mysterious as ever. From Navy pilots to commercial crews, from remote sensors to everyday witnesses, people continue to report objects defying explanation. But at the center of the story stands a single, remarkable sighting. A moment where a skilled pilot looked into the sky and saw something that changed the world. This is the legacy of Kenneth Arnold. The beginning of the modern UFO age. And a reminder that, sometimes, the most extraordinary moments start with a simple glint of sunlight, just bright enough to make you look up.